Um, Sorry about the late start, y'all. Um, Not that that's too far out of character. You've been summoned. Hello, Asterisk. I wanted to... No. I was gonna say what the person at the kitchen sometimes says, which is something funny, but then that might put people at risk of knowing who I am. Sorry, I'm gonna need you to peek your mic. Hello, Asterisk! What the fuck? You're over here! No. Not enough enthusiasm otherwise. Can you feel it? Let me do an audio test here. I genuinely don't think. Okay, that's good. Hopefully it stays that way. But yes. As always, it is such a joy to see your low name pop up. Well, like, I wouldn't say little. Your medium-sized name. It's not super short, but it's also not long. Should we start off strong? Oh, baby! What's your problem? That's all. That's all the reaction I get from killing, which one was that? Arcade. These people apparently do not care about each other. Also, I'm sorry if the audio is a little crackly. I don't know what that's about. Oh! Oh! What?
To you soon, dear.
Wow, she thinks everybody's her... She thinks everybody's her grandkids. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't feel very... Okay, so everybody here is kind of friendly. I hope they all get to know each other. I hope they turn into a little squad. Because we're all part of different factions and stuff, right? But we're not enemies. They're not enemies, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Arcade and Boone get on just fine. Raul is just kind of chilling here. He's still uncomfortable. He's still kind of in a new place, so that's why he's just standing in the same fucking spot and not moving around. Actually, I think that's due to a bug. I don't think he has any idle animations or anything. Not really wandering around.
Is it time?
I'm just saying hi.
Well, let me know when it is.
All business, damn. Let me drink some water just in case. Drink water, bitch. That is the one time that I actually said the B word on a reaction video and kept it in. Just because I felt like it was a strong narrative choice to emphasize the need to drink water. I'm still needed. I've edited the first 2/3 of the video, the recent video, but I do have to continue editing, and that's why I delayed the release time a little bit. I have to continue editing because the frickin' it's just so long, and there's chunks of time where I'm not as responsive as I should have been, so... I mean, I'm keeping in most of the times where I'm not, but my rule is, like, if I'm going, like, a genuine, like, 20 or 30 seconds without saying anything, then I edit the thing. And also, I took a fat nap during the time that I was going to do that. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, but that's okay, because I need a shit, and that kind of makes me feel full. So it works out. It kind of works out. But on good news, I have an interview on Friday. That's right, baby. It was just from a place that a place that I applied to, since I've been doing that actually regularly. At least 2 places a day is my rule of thumb. And I don't even know if it was a place I wrote a cover letter for. And they literally just messaged me on Indeed like, hey, when can you come in for an interview? I hope that interview transforms into a job, and I hope that job transforms into a job that I know that I can do and that it's not going to drive me crazy. I would be working at, I think, a postal office. I'm not going to be driving, obviously, but I will be at a customer service representative. And if If I nab that job, I'm gonna cry of joy. I should have just killed Jane and or Victor so I could put the things here. But I was like, no, there's no need. Much hath been lost. Much have been lost. Why losteth more? I was gonna give this to somebody. What do I just put it somewhere? I'm just gonna put it somewhere. I realize I haven't fully, literally unpacked. Chinese stealth armor, baby. Oh, depends on what we're gonna do next. But there's a good chance that will be used in the near future. I'll let you get some of this shit done. I need to get this done before I get this done, and y'all will see why soon. Okay, and Henry Jameson, I think he's just at Freeside. Well, that we'll have to do later. I'd like to do later on. We could do this, or that's not, obviously, or not. This is part of the NCR quest, so I'm thinking, if I'm thinking order-wise, and these are all DLCs here. Yeah, all of them. This is part of the quest. This is also part of the quest. We'll do this later when we do this one. This one we'll do like probably near the end of the game. This one we'll do. This one we'll do, and then this one we'll do, I think. And then at that point we'll do the NCR ones. Okay, I like that order. We can finally focus on something else. Do I have companion? Did I take?
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something?
Well, no, because you're not gonna fucking do it. Very funny. Well, who do I want to come with? Maybe Cass, because we're gonna be doing her quest.
Well, now look what rolled in. What? You getting lonely out there?
Looking to join up with me again?
Was reminded why I left this place soon as I walked in.
Oh.
Let's go.
I think that's dialogue for,
Glad I left the outpost behind.
Right, that's dialogue for the Mojave Outpost, not here. Because I was like, damn, Cass, you're about as fucking grateful as Arcade is. But that is true. She doesn't like it here either. She doesn't like it. She's like, I guess so. I think she was saying something about, what was it? I forget if we heard that dialogue when we were having that big-ass yap with her, but she was, saying something about how if the Lucky 30 has been sealed up all this time, things like that don't get regular interaction, they take on a nasty shine or something like that. So I think she just has like a visceral gut feel. Okay. I don't know if seeing that, all the titty flesh surrounding the nipples, if that is allowed on stream. So we're gonna calmly rely on our quasi-anonymity. We're gonna casually rely on our anemone here. Anonymity. Quasi-anonymity. Or quasi-amenities. And then, what was I gonna say? I got lost in the sea anemones. Got lost in the amenities. And the amitos.
Legion is coming soon. Believe you me.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. That interaction is unsalvageable. I don't know what's wrong with me. What the fuck was I gonna say? Our pies are out of this world. Did we do stuff for the Wrangler? I forget. That's for later. That's for later. Maybe. Was he just
I guess those kings finally got who's the real boss around here.
the bush? Let's have a friendly convo.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
That's not even true. I'm here to talk about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Bitch, I have a luck of 7. What's your luck? If I'm making your luck turn bad, something's wrong with you. I'm here to talk about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says,
Oh.
my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
The NCR thinks pretty highly of me. Let's say I get word to your parents.
All right, I believe you. Just don't say anything to my folks. You can tell the old hag I'm gone.
Okay, so I know that she doesn't please all tastes, but also she's not a bitch or an old hag just because she's a woman and you don't like her. So, what brought you to New Vegas?
I wanted to be where the action is, so I got my dad to pull some strings and get me a cushy position with the Crimson Caravan. Everything was great until McLafferty came along. That old bitch is gonna hear about it from my dad, just you wait.
Right, it's probably gonna be a situation where, in Sopranos, Tony called the mob in Sicily and was like, I want you to make sure that Furio is dead on sight. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll get right on that. And they never did. What do you know about the Omertas?
One of the families that runs the strip. They're a pack of cheaters, but you still don't want to fuck with them.
Well,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. I mean, cheaters know cheaters. So that's one thing done. You know what? For some reason, it did not occur to me. I'll come to your ear. For some reason, it did not occur to me to grab the Chinese stealth armors. So we'll be doing that. I don't know what's wrong with my... It looks like he's ready to shoot. Somebody got fucked. You can stop doing that. What? Oh. I'm like, excuse me? No, you're not talking to me like that. I'm basically the bush. I literally, like, the Lucky 38 is mine, so I kind of run Vegas. I mean, I don't really do anything with it. It's just kind of doing its own thing, but, you know. It's authority that I'm choosing not to exercise, apparently. I remember how much fun my Mr. House run was. I was literally an agent. It does feel good to operate on someone else's. It's very relieving not having to think through the morality of your actions and being able to just answer to someone else without question. Oh, right, I was gonna take Arcade with me. Well, I mean, we can do it. We can do it, Cass.
Let's deal.
Take these from you for now. That's crazy. She's like, the cowboy hat stays on. And this is some fucking badass armor. Look at this. Alright. Get in gear. What's that on the back there? Oh, that's just part of the...
Holding my breath.
Alright. I think I have at least one stealth boy in here. Alright, I don't know what my stealth skill is. That's not bad. It is with the assistance of this, and I will be using a stealth boy. Stealth in Fallout games is not my strong suit, because it's definitely harder than it is in the Elder Scrolls games, to be sure. Especially since in Elder Scrolls, nowadays whenever I do stealth characters, she's in a fucking hurry. Also, welcome PKANDRW to the stream. Yeah, literally, like I was just noticing that, like, well, I think I saw that message. You're talking about her when she had the standard armor. Ooh, she's got the freaking ballistic fist. I mean, it doesn't quite go well with the rest of the outfit, but still. That is so funny. People look at her and she's like, I wonder which courier's companion that is. So let me, does it do the voice muffling thing?
Mojave's almost buzzing like a...
It doesn't. I've heard enough. That's a missed opportunity there. Oh, well, the gun runners are going to be, well, they're going to be past a few things. And that a kick in the dick. It's probably the second and or third time I've said this during the New Vegas streams. Alright, Eddie's probably... Cash, you're running away from your problems, your guilt with the people in the caravan you lost. Just gonna throw your past traumas in your face. Let's see, can Eddie come with? I don't know, I kinda... You know what, I kinda want him to come with, you know what I mean? I'm hoping that if they don't notice me, then they won't notice others. We could try during the day, right now. Well, it's actually about to be nighttime, so don't mind us. We're just wearing these funny outfits for fun because they're cool. We'll chill over here and talk about our problems. Mental and otherwise. Cass, you don't think that fucking cowboy hat's gonna be a liability when we're... You know what? I respect it. It's very form-fitting, too. Alright. So, I've been to this place before. Take it nice and slow. Because if we run, I think they're gonna catch... Oh, that's the streetlight malfunctioning. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're trolling. So I feel like as long as we're invisible and we sneak, and we go, like, slowly, because I think during the day there's people, like, in the factory working. Okay, good. We don't... Oh, there's people there. For some reason they weren't showing up. Okay, this thing doesn't last for much longer, so let's, download manufacturing specifications, processing request complete. We'll wait for this to disappear. Vendortron naming. Seriously, can we stop calling the Vendortron a Vendortron? Let's give the thing a proper name, like Bob. We're not calling it Bob. We'll vote on it at the end of the week. Please come up with... Please come up with something decent. I'm thinking Jimothy. Camp McCarran Order 172. Missile launcher 7, missiles 200. We'd like this order expedited if possible. The situation at the dam requires it. Persona non grata. One of the Crimson Caravan guards, identified as Robert Wilson, decided it would be funny to take a shot at our Vendortron. He's lucky he didn't get a 308 through his idiot skull. We're currently negotiating with McLafferty for reparations, but in the meantime, we need to update the Vendortron's recognition software to filter out all Crimson Caravan employees. We'll also need to pull some strings over at McCarran and get them temporarily barred from purchasing ammo there as well. That's a little vindictive. Okay, we keep going. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No! Maybe we'll have them wait right here. I don't know how they detected me, but... Did I bump into one of them? Okay.
Let's...
Yeah, I think that was just me. I think maybe because the door got me moving faster, then that's why that... So now we just need to sneak out, and then we'll be fine. Cat's looking... yeah. Okay, the crackling of the audio is a little frustrating. Just a little bit. Be patient, be patient. Alright, the operation was performed perfectly. We did have to reload, but that's okay. Now we learned something about stealth. I figured as long as it wasn't me moving that fast, then it would be fine. Oh, even the Pip-Boy's transparent, translucent. That's beautiful. Oh, the Stealth Boy's still active. Okay, that's what's... I got confused.
Let's see what you got.
Coffin skating that. There we go. We're back to normal. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hey, Eddie, I know you're already holding all of Christendom, but you want to hold a little more? Thanks, baby. That's our good doggy right there. Isn't he a good doggy, Kaz? Like, why are you using the ballistic fist on these people? Yep, that's everything. But we'll just hop right over there. So yes, the Stealth Boy is really helpful, but it also doesn't make you completely immune to detection. It makes you invisible, I think, effectively, but also it doesn't cancel noise, so that's still something you have to... Hang on. My freaking, where's my laptop charger? Where did I put it? It's over there. Let me see if I can't reach it from my chair. Okay, my controller is falling, taking with... It's fucking annoying. One sec. I'll reach it with my comb. With the handle. Oh yeah, baby! That's because I'm fucking resourceful, bitch. That's what I'm gonna say to Alice McLafferty. I'm fucking resourceful, you old hag! Oh, that's like... Yeah, she's not exactly morally good, and we'll learn more about that later, but yeah. That literally is just, you know, an accurate depiction of a misogynistic man-child. I love the snazzy fucking suit. I learned from, I was watching that Nurbit video, the Can You Beat New Vegas 47 video. That's when I learned they had that bug where the suit that's supposed to be red with a black tie, or no, black with a red tie isn't, and that would have been perfect for the 47 vibe, but instead it's like that tan Omerta suit. But it shows up properly on women. Have you anything
Hey there.
besides the clothes on your back and the 10 mil pistol on your side? Oh, you have more. Let's see. I don't know if we have these, but I mean, did we already sell everything? I think we might have. Nope. The rest of this is stuff we have to fully repair, and it's not for. And this is something that I figured I was gonna keep. Let me look up real quick. LNG New Vegas. Wow, all of the pop-ups on the fandom page. All fucking over the place. Yep, there is one modification for that. But you know what? I'm selling it because I don't need it right now.
Hey there. You look...
I can probably find another. In return, give me your NCR money. Got any 5 mil? You know? No. Okay, he doesn't have exactly what I'm looking for. Let's see, grenade rifle long barrel. I probably already have a grenade right. Yep, we have the barrel. Crap. What do I have? You have duct tape? I'll look in a minute. We have the upgraded springs. You're breaking my heart. And your mother's heart. Ow. The last thing I need is more energy cell ammo. And more microfusion cells. A recharger rifle. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's grab this, actually. Let's see. Where? And let's grab some chems. And a doctor's bag. I have too much of those. Beautiful. We came out on top on that transaction. This can't be modified, but I do kind of want to have a nice little collection of energy weapons. But at the same time, I really want these to be fully repaired. I have this almost fully repaired laser RCW, so I'm thinking if I combine those, and this is almost fully repaired. Is it fully repaired? I don't think it is. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, but until further notice, it's there. Well, this is modified. I might consider this higher priority to repair. This is odd. I can't use the RCW to repair the RCW. Maybe if I use the RCW to repair the recharger rifle. If I have to... Let me save this in case I mess up. I lead a very complicated life sometimes. Okay, so if we repair this with this, then that's fully repaired. And thus this is now fully repaired as well. So we'll keep that on our person, just so we know that that's fully repaired. I think the heavy incinerator is fully repaired as well. And we still got these to repair as well. So probably just some basic headwear will be enough. In fact, if he does have any missile launchers or any other energy, whatever, then I'll probably buy them off him. Does he have, okay, we'll take cowboy hat. Desperado cowboy hat, okay. We'll use these to further repair the party hat. Perfect. Mint condition party hat, baby. Nope. I'm keeping it for myself so that I know it's fully repaired and ready to go. Why is Ringo still... He's still damaged from the freaking battle! The game didn't think to have him automatically heal. He's like, I still bear the scars of the Battle of Good Springs. They're like, just take a fucking stim pack, jeez. Or two. Oh yeah. Okay, gotta reach around. That's nice. Wait, these are the guard quarters. This isn't the main office then.
I've heard that Securitrons are nastier than ever.
Why is she talking like that? She doesn't talk like that.
Welcome back.
I heard that the Securitron... Welcome back. I have the Gunrunner holotape.
I hear it's business as usual at the Gunrunners, as if nothing unusual happened. Excellent work. We'll be able to use the schematics you acquired to begin manufacturing our own weapons immediately. We'll provide some to you at a discount.
The Crimson Caravan Company no longer has to worry about Henry Jameson.
Yes, I understand that he's decided to quit outright and not even ask for compensation. I'm a bit curious what exactly you said to him.
Oh.
Then again, perhaps I'd rather not know. Thank you all the same. I'm very happy to be rid of that man.
Okay, y'all. I don't know if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, or if the stream, or if the chat isn't showing it. AI viewers. Always fucking AI with y'all. Always trying to make AI happen. Stop trying to make AI happen. I want to report this, actually. Report. I want to say terrorism, but we'll say spam, scams, bots, or tampering. Can you give us more information? I want to say cyber attack. Bots, because we know that much. Tell us more. It's a freaking bot. No. I don't. It is automatically advertising in my chat. Thank you for dealing with it. Have a good day. Thank you for your submission. Block this user. Yes, please, baby. And ban. Awesome. Okay, now we can continue with what the fuck we were doing before. Cassidy Caravans has been bought out and is now part of the Crimson Caravan Company.
Very good. On occasion, it's proven to be more profitable in the long run to simply buy out the competition. And this is one of those occasions.
Is there anything else you need me to do?
Something has actually come up. A prospector recently came through here and spent a lot of caps on supplies. Closer inspection of these caps has revealed them to be brand new. This is a problem. The most likely source of these new caps is the old Sarsaparilla bottling plant. Go there, locate the bottle cap press, and disable it.
Very interesting. I had some questions about bottle cap currency.
What would you like to know?
Why is a bottle cap press a problem for you?
People have been counterfeiting bottle caps forever, but it's always been small scale. A bottle cap press is a whole other threat. We can't have anyone devaluing our currency by mass-producing new bottle caps.
On that, we happen to agree, and I'll explain why in a minute. Are new bottle caps ever made?
Certainly. Bottle caps do wear out or get damaged. Some people even insist on using bottle caps in explosive devices for some reason. We make it a point to scour pre-war bottling plants and recover or disable the bottle cap presses. Seems we missed one.
What makes a bottle cap genuine?
Lots of little things. The paint on the label, the machining, the type of metal it's made from. I know there's counterfeit caps floating around, of course. Fortunately, they're very time-consuming to make, so the numbers are small.
That's very interesting. The fact that there could be, and I take that seriously because literally, if the people are making counterfeit caps, it's creating, and they pass through, then it's creating inflation, which only harms the working class. Well, it harms billionaires a teeny tiny bit, but I don't really care about them. It doesn't even harm them. They have enough money to be fine. I don't know if there would be a bottle cap billionaire in this setting, but you know what I mean. The rich. The rich. But the economy, it's the saying goes, when the economy is good, it doesn't do shit for poor people, and when the economy is bad, poor people suffer. Because when the economy is good, it only seems to benefit the rich, maybe the middle class, assuming they still exist. There is another saying, you are always closer to homelessness than you are to being rich. Literally, something fucked up could happen, and you would be homeless. A few fucked up things can happen in a coalescing manner, and suddenly we'd be couch surfing. Now, granted, there is a difference in levels of homelessness, of course, but like there's being in a situation that has rendered you homeless, perhaps temporarily, but you still have friends and loved ones you can rely on, and you still are relatively mentally stable after the circumstances. And then there's homelessness that is usually early on and can also be induced or further exacerbated by hard drug use. Like someone already has mental health problems, and that only is made worse by a dependency on drugs, which is only made worse by the fact that they are homeless and they obviously don't want to fully face that reality. I wouldn't want to either. Really, this world is a fucking horror world. And I've already talked y'all's ear off about how much I hate this country, so we won't. I mean, part of it is genuine hatred, but part of it is just the logical recognition that this country should not exist. That we would be better off without it. We have to reach around all of New Vegas here. I have to reach around and wrench it off. And if y'all understand that reference, then you understand the great pains and risks I took in making it. I really did like the Kings of Comedy, especially as a kid. I liked the freaking I think it was like a tour, if I'm not mistaken, but for the movie they chose the one in Charlotte, which I'm from North Carolina, y'all. I've been to Charlotte. Obviously that show happened when I was a baby, but still. More like maybe a toddler. I was like probably like 2 or 3 at the time. But I enjoyed it, and even now it's funny because I enjoyed it as a kid, and then as a teen, when I was learning about like different issues and whatnot, I was like, hey, that's not funny. It's not funny to make fun of XYZ. And nowadays, I'm somewhere in between, where some of that shit was funny as hell, not necessarily because of the offensiveness of some of the jokes, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. And I hope you all get where I'm coming from when I say this, because I'm autistic. So, any kind of joke about disabled people, we're not even going to talk about the bus driver one, but any kind of joke about disabled people, you know. So I didn't necessarily like that. I think it's funny because what my mom and dad have been telling me recently is that it's when you're a teenager, you might as an adult, like as like in my late 20s, I still believe almost everything that I believed as a teenager. It's just apparently teenagers are more inclined to see things in black and white. And I don't know exactly what that's about. I have my hypotheses about that. Like, maybe as we're learning about things, like, there's some things that you...
Shh. We're hunting shitheads.
We might just be. Cass, is that a reference? Did you make a reference? That stone cold, cool as ice cream. She felt nothing as I pointed that at her. Let's kill whatever is over here. I thought it was Legion Assassins, but maybe not. Although, just FYI, I do have some ops. And you were gonna have to melee them, because I gave you that ballistic fist. Which is probably more powerful than the shotgun. But on the subject, it's interesting because I think maybe, like, even if there are things that you experience, like things that you know about that you're familiar with, you're still gonna like, as you learn more about them, or as you learn that there are other people who can put names to what you're going through. Like, if you grow up your entire life, you know, not being able to trust the police, you know, fearing police brutality, or you've seen loved ones carried off by XYZ.
And then the fight started.
And then the fight ended. Then that might be something you care about as a child, but you won't really learn much about or can be able to contextualize it until you're a teenager. Until you become of age and you start interacting with other people. Here, we'll master stealth next. We've mastered... Let's see here. Let's see what remains. Let's do the weapon skills. There's unarmed, melee, guns, and explosives. Those are all the weapon skills we don't use. And we have sneak and survival. Those are the only skills we have left to master. And I did the math. Let's see. I think I got finesse last time. Maybe. Damn it. I think my perk list is in my notebook. I don't feel like grabbing that right now. Well, maybe. I don't know. We're not getting this. We're not getting this. We're not getting this. Well, maybe. We're probably not getting this. No. This one does not... +5. Okay. That's a very specific thing. I feel like if the bonuses were higher, it'd be worth the thing. No. Maybe. No. Well, this might actually not be necessary. Robotics expert. This might be helpful later on. And it might give us some dialogue options. We're not gonna do any of this. Mathrath, maybe. That sounds fantastic, but no. Oh, yeah. We're gonna settle or stay alive. How? What was the other one I was gonna get? It was I think it was finesse. There was something that, no, we'll select this. We know we're gonna get this. We know we're gonna get this. That's only gonna make our shit easier. But let's look at the, we have that, oh, interesting. There's nothing abominable about your damage bonus against abominations. I think the word you're thinking of is abysmal. Oh, better criticals. Okay, that's the other one that I got. Better criticals and finesse really do go hand in hand. So, once you start learning about things as a teenager, then that's when the horror, not the horror, well, sometimes the horror, but also the anger. What's the phrase from that one song? It was probably from something else, but the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. Because this is odd. And this, that weapon shipment we're not going to pick up. Let's see, do we have anything else to repair? Any other armors, I mean? I don't think so. So this is actually our first time in this save going to the Sunset Sarsaparilla factory. Because the last time we took a picture of the sign, we just did it from across the way. Because I got lazy. Didn't want to go all the way across there. Man, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I really do like city lights. Like, they kind of make me feel safe for some reason. I remember in North Carolina, sometimes when we would go into the city, I'm not sure, maybe like Chapel Hill or Durham or something, someplace with enough buildings and bright lights to be oh, we're hunting shitheads. Someplace with enough buildings and bright lights that it would light up the sky, and it was cloudy. And the city when it's cloudy is freaking. Like, the sky when it's cloudy in the city is fucking beautiful. It's gorgeous. It takes on this, like, this dark burgundy purple-esque shade. Pickpocket Festus. These gays are trying to murder me. Okay, let me do another audio test here. Because if I find out, if I watch the stream playback for this while I'm uploading the VOD, and it's not, and that audio isn't crystal clear most of the time, I'll have a cow. We're gonna set these poor robot souls free. Because I'm talking medium volume to prevent any audio issues, for any audio cutting out. I don't want that. And that was broken before I got there. This one I broke. This one, that's all me. If I can find some fucking duct tape, because I've been looking for it for a few streams now. Oh, I don't need food. I have Ruby's casseroles. That's all the food I need. Okay, I was like, are you good? Because that was powerful. Everything exploited. Everything sploined. It went all over the place. Now, most of these, unfortunately, are already drunken. So, okay. The grease on the bottle cap press is fresh, indicating that someone used it recently. Strip all the important-looking bits out of the machine. 3 scrap metals. I don't really need 3 scrap metals at the moment. But I appreciate the thought. Allowance replenished. Your mom replenished. She had to drink some fluids when I was done. And your dad. Because technically I am pansexual. To Margie Walker, Truckers Union Rep. Subject: bad news. Body: I'll apologize up front if there are any mistakes in this message. I'm trying out a new dictation headset, Margie. The boss man just ordered some kind of newfangled robot that's supposed to take over some of your deliveries. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but you should hear about it soon. I'll write again when I know more. Do not pass this along. To Margie Walker, Truckers Union Rep. Subject: worst news. Body: we've got trouble. That hush-hush experimental robot I told you about the other day, the damn thing is single-handedly running all of our distribution in the Vegas area now. Your boys aren't on temporary leave, it's permanent. Damn, the president wants to see me in his office. I'll finish this later. Most interesting. Kinda, what was it about? I wonder how prevalent, I don't remember how prevalent automation was in 2011, but can't tell if this is some kind of hypothetical or predictive. Literally, the self-checkout kiosks are everywhere. And I'd rather interact with a person, funny enough. Because sometimes the self-checkout shit is complicated. Like someone has to stand there to watch it anyways, just to make sure people don't lift. And then, hang on. Someone has to stay there anyways to make sure people don't lift, but then like it's this complicated process where you have to set on a scale. Like you have to set it in the bagging area, and the bagging area has like a scale in it. And if you don't do that, if you don't think to do that, if you just set off to the side or something, then the machine literally is like, you haven't set on the thing, we're all gonna die, this is a disaster, oh my god. It's so fucking dramatic, and you have to start all over again, and the person has to come help out, and at the end of the day, you feel like you just inconvenience them, and it's this whole fucking thing. I don't want to deal with that. And also, it's taking away jobs. Which, under capitalism, if you're required to work for money, you can see the issue, right? When automation comes along, it doesn't help the worker, it helps the runner. It helps the person who owns everything make even more money because they're saving money on not having to hire people to do the job. But we're still expected to work. We're still expected to work for money even when we have less opportunities available. This is gonna result in one big fucking collapse. And we're not about to be the ones left behind. I'm not about to suffer for these people just to make the same damn mistakes over and over again. No. We will become self-sufficient whether they like it or not. From Clark Weathers, VP, to Subject Water Leak Body. Just letting you guys know that we've had reports of possible small water leak in the upstairs meeting room. The long-term effects of water damage can be very, very expensive, so let's get this problem solved before it gets any worse, shall we? From Kenneth Aguilar, President, to Subject, great job. I just wanted to personally congratulate you on the success of the new automated janitorial system. In particular, number 135 has proven very popular with the staff. I can't tell you how many complaints I used to hear about stray bottle caps getting in the machinery. Oh, and we should have a meeting soon considering the rest of your staff. How's Tuesday? Yeah, exactly. Activate worker HHDY135. Or MHDY135. Commencing minor garbage collection. Hello.
I see my services are required once more. It's about time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This place is filthy.
Scanning for hostiles.
I'll let y'all handle those. Well, somebody handled that. Was that Eddie? I think that was Eddie. Oh, now let me stand in your way.
Really? Someone should have called me earlier.
Yeah, no shit. I guess I don't have a protocol in case of nuclear annihilation. Again. Just hearing the Eddie's cowboy music blaring through the halls.
This room is even worse than the last one.
Tell me about it. I like the way that his thrusters are kind of heated up from the thing, like they're kind of at the Draper point. Like you can see them in the dark.
What have you savages been doing here?
It's not nice to talk about your coworkers like that. He's like, you need to get an entire Mr. Handy team on this because that's crazy. I know what to put for the thumbnail. It's gonna be Cass with the cowboy hat.
Ah, a job well done is its own reward. Good riddance to this rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish, sure. No one uses that for money or anything. Oh lordy. That is kind of funny though. That is kind of funny that we're like that's our money now. But yeah, I mean that's how it works. Like there are new things with the frame of
Let's keep this in here.
let's kick what in gear? I don't know what you mean. I'll identify your mom. See, what's this quest called? Pressing. Okay, it's just the one quest. It's interesting that this isn't part of just the greater quest.
Please step into the open.
My name is Brutalist Kiosk. I'm on a mission to assassinate Trevor Goodchild. Is anybody listening? Do you believe me? Damn, I should have said President Kimball. My name is Eon Fly. Have y'all seen that? Seen the freaking... I watched it through some kind of subscription. I couldn't see any. Okay, so for context, the animated series, I think that was during the 90s maybe. And it was a lot of people love it. And I understand why. Like, it's and I love it too. The first episodes don't actually have any dialogue, but then they create some new ones where it's like these like full episodes, these like large scale missions featuring like Eon Flux. And so like if I could try to explain the universe, Eon, there's two countries, I think. Oh my gosh, Monica and Brenya, and they operate on different levels. Oh my god, finally we have some fucking duct tape. Can you believe it? And I think Monica is an anarchist slash communist state, and I think Brenya is like a capitalist democracy, I think. Or it's a little complicated, and I feel like I don't have enough knowledge to properly speak on this, but I mean, it's a show, so I don't feel too bad about missaying something or misdescribing something. So, from my perspective, that's what's going on. And Eon Flux is a Monican agent. And there are some suspicions that she is actually a series of clones. And sometimes at the end of the episode, she'll be captured, or she'll die, or something will happen. And then she'll be right back in the next one. The episodes have interesting varieties of chronological order, but at the end of it, Eon's fate is always uncertain. And she and Trevor Goodchild, the leader of Brenya, they have an interesting relationship because Eon is very... Yeah, we'll chat with this one.
Worker number 27438 reporting. There seems to be a malfunction with the line, sir. Wait a minute.
I would imagine.
You're not my manager. Intruder!
Okay, so so violence. Oh, for Queen and what now? Are we repping England now? No, you deserved that. Queen and no, I don't have the same burning hatred for England that I do for America, but I definitely don't think that's a... At the very least, it's not a settler colonial state, but it has done terrible things. I mean, England is the reason why America exists. And it's kind of fucked up because American colonists, well, the colonists that would be America, they left England in search of a better life, but then in turn made the lives of the people here worse. Made the lives of the people of Turtle Island worse. And there was no real attempt at diplomacy. There was no attempt at actually coexisting, at least not on the part of the Americans. Just violence and death. And my dad and I were talking about that. How it's partly a reflection of how we as Europeans used to interact with each other back in the day. Check saved. Ow, ow. Somehow hurt my finger while cutting on the corner of the little USB for the mouse Bluetooth. What contest? From Nathan Stanley. Sir, the rumors of some sort of contest are quickly growing out of control. We're getting flooded with calls and messages asking if it's true we're redeeming bottle caps for prizes. Do you want me to make an official statement denouncing this rumor? From Lucas Nash, VP of Sales. Kenneth, I hope you've been impressed thus far with your recent purchase. Your company has been and continues to be a valued customer. Contact me if you have any questions. Okay, this is Miss Page. To Nathan Stanley. Stanley, are you out of your mind? Have you seen the latest sales figures? We're up 300% since these rumors started, and you're asking me if I want to make it stop? Please stop by my office so we can further discuss the issue. While the iron is hot. To Marcus Brody. Marcus, I have a few ideas about how we can turn this whole contest situation to our advantage. I'm going to need you to work with the advertising guys on a very special project. A meeting request will be sent out soon. By the way, how do you feel about cowboys? To Lucas Nash. Lucas, I couldn't be happier with the performance of the new model. If its current performance is any measure, it promises to reinvent my company's entire distribution network. I'd like to tentatively discuss purchasing a few more in the near future. How soon do you expect more to become available? Interesting. Interesting. Nice and juicy. Again with the automation. Another sunset. I wonder how many I have now. Oh, it starts with S. I have 41. Okay, okay. So not quite enough. Not exactly what I need. But my dad and I were talking about it's reflective of how we used to interact with each other back in the day, or how our European ancestors did. Because, and it kind of plays into the I gotta look this up because I keep citing it in my streams of all things. But Axiom. The European Axiom. I won't discuss it because it's not my place to, but basically Dr. Joy DeGroy is most known for coining the term post-traumatic slave syndrome. But basically, she's a professor and she was doing a lot of research into race and racism and whatnot. So, I don't know whether this was her research or research that she was citing, but she was talking about axiology and axioms, how part of the European axiom why white people are so focused. Like if you were to plan an event, different people would do it differently based on the time. Would do the timing differently. Someone might plan an event for come at sunset or come around dinner time, and this means different things. Like sometimes that means actually come when it happens or start getting ready around that time, and then just kind of show up when you do. But white people, usually when we put on an event, we're more inclined to use very specific timing. Come at 6. The doors open at 6. Please arrive here at the... And part of that goes back to back in the day when, especially when we started moving to Europe during the Ice Age, resources were scarce. And we could not... Well, I don't know if it's that we could not, or if it's that it wasn't the path of least resistance, but we did not coexist with Neanderthals, who we ended up almost annihilating, although we do have some Neanderthal DNA nowadays, too. Like, a lot of especially Northern Europeans have some Neanderthal DNA, because we were closely related enough that we could have sex, that we could breed with each other, and still... like, you know, be fertile afterwards. Even though we were technically different species. But either way, once we moved in, we didn't do that with Neanderthals, and we didn't do that with other tribes of Europeans. We were all... And I don't know if I like the term tribalism, the fact that it's used in that context, because a tribe is not necessarily violent. But either way, the term in this case, in this context, refers to the hatred of other groups of people, mistrust of them, prioritizing your own group over them. And thus, that became a trend for Europe. And that's part of why we messed up almost the entire rest of the world, is because back in the day, the way we would behave with each other, and the levels of scarcity we were dealing with, we go to other parts of the world, and we bring that same energy to the rest of the world. And because a lot of the groups that we would interact with did not have the same military technology we did, we were able to overpower them through military might and then subjected them to the horrors of colonialism. Which, because we were able to get away with more, and because we quickly found ways to dehumanize them, we did much, much worse to them even than we did to other European countries. Check automated messages, page 1. Servo failure, all systems okay. Report line malfunction. Actuator, minor structural damage. Line malfunction, all is okay. Intruder, major structural damage, and intruder, major structural damage, Good lord. Oh, okay, that took me back to page, okay. Oh. And that framework of understanding the world is part of our framework for interacting with other peoples, with peoples of other continents. So, I'm not sure how it was back in the day in Africa and Asia and whatnot, but it might not have been. I don't think they were necessarily as violent as Europeans. You know what I mean? Like, you know how I have problems with the phrase human nature is evil, or the belief that human nature is evil, because A, I disagree, and B, you're taking the actions of Europeans and you're applying them to the entire world. And we've just created this narrative that everybody's as fucked up as we are. Because we want to feel better about ourselves for all the horror and the colonialism we've brought. We don't want to feel like what we're doing is particularly evil, so we've created the narrative that everybody is as evil as we are to obfuscate that criticism and to delegitimize anyone who properly criticizes the actions of Europe across the entire world. That's what I think. I'm sure people will find there's some truth in that. But we were talking about that, and that's like, man, what was the subject that I was I guess I could grab some more stuff now that I have the, okay, we have scrap metal, we have wrenches. What do I grab over here? We have more scrap metal, we have another wrench, we still need wonder glue, scrap electronics, all that. But oh, I was talking about the fact that our colonial ancestors, actually I don't know when my ancestors came over. Most of mine might have been immigrants later on, but still. Like the people who were responsible for the US, for forming the US, they came over and they took that same energy to the people of Turtle Island and to Turtle Island itself. We started harvesting resources that we didn't need to harvest. We started killing people we didn't need to kill. We could have worked something out. Like literally just being present in an area is not necessarily destructive in of itself. There is the microbes that we brought, and we were kind of filthy. Because of our fucked up hygiene and bathing habits. Like, literally, that's a stereotype that Europeans are stinky. There's a reason for that. But, either way, like, it did not have to be like that. But we took that same energy anyways. And even now, like, even when, like, obviously there's people like me who can unlearn that, right? Who can learn why that's fucked up and learn that's part of a very violent history and a very violent culture that we do not have to perpetuate now. We can heal from that. We can heal from the psychological damage that has led us to become that violent. We don't have to do that. But a lot of people, even now, they still deny the truth of, hey, that's evil and we shouldn't do that. And they just come up with the same tired excuses, the same tired utterances that, oh, humans are evil anyways, or, oh, well, I don't care about that, I have to worry about my profits, or I have to worry about myself. They're completely missing the point. And some people are so fucked up, they couldn't even get the point at all because they're so narcissistic. Literally, the people that run this country, the people that run this world, that currently have power and authority over the greater world, are narcissists. They have genuine personality disorders where they cannot see other human beings as human beings. And that reflects in everything we see around us. We need a change and a half.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
He kind of reminds me of I think that mummy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. This is a little unnerving. I mean, I've met him before, but it's still always a little unnerving, especially because he's a little fucked up. Pleased to meet you.
New in town, partner? Well, let old Festus give you the lay of the land.
Okay.
If you're here to redeem your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars, dump them into the slot in the barrel below and I'll count them up. If you don't know what Sunset Sarsaparilla stars are and think old Festus is just shooting his mouth off, say star info. If you're here to challenge old Festus to a game of lucky horseshoes, say I feel lucky. Lastly, if you're here about the health advisory that aired on Channel 6 recently, say silly old advisory.
Star info.
Oh, new to the hunt, are ya? Well, listen carefully, as old Festus don't like to repeat himself. Select Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles will have special caps with blue stars on. These caps are known as Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Why are these stars there, and what do they mean? Nobody knows, except maybe old Festus. Rustle up enough of them and you can win a prize. So get out there and start drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Also, y'all, Festus here, y'all might remember that he was the one mentioned by, I think, Malcolm Holmes. Wait, was that his name? Yeah, I think so. As the one who guards the treasure of the Sunset Sarsaparillas.
Howdy, partner.
Silly ol' advisory.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
Silly ol' advisory.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand that. Could you repeat it?
Silly ol' advisory.
While Sunset Sarsaparilla is perfectly safe, a recent independent study, whose validity is currently being challenged,
Of course.
reveals the following. Excessive ingestion of sarsaparilla can lead to deleterious effects, including, but not limited to, kidney damage, nausea, digital numbness, anxiety, loss of visual acuity,
Pardon?
dizziness, occasional nosebleeds,
The fuck?
joint inflammation, tooth decay,
Pardon?
sore throat, bronchitis, organ rupture, and halitosis. Note that you'd have to drink a heap of Sunset Sarsaparilla to match the quantities used in the study. How much, you ask?
Right.
A lot. A whole hell of a lot. In fact, you'd have to get full as a tick on Sunset Sarsaparilla to even come close. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, partner, and keep drinking Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Yep.
Howdy, partner. By my hat, you're flush with stars, ain't you? Scratch up a few more and the prize is yours.
Yep.
Well, what in the Sam hell are you doing still listening to me? Get a wiggle on and find those last few stars.
Heard that. Bye-bye. See you later, Festy. Festy, that sounds nasty. Sounds like infested or infestation.